I fucking love our pictures in the beginning of that. Hilarious.
Yeah, I
Um,
decided to mix it up and add that in there.
that was a good touch. That was a good touch.
Yeah, man.
Let's start this episode out saying fuck you, Tyler, and fuck you, Chase, for another day.
Yeah, we're down 2 men on the stream here, so
Moved this 3 different days this week: Wednesday, Friday, and now to Saturday.
yep.
And still only half of the gang could show up.
Well, I guess that's what happens when we're adults with children and jobs and vacations and
Why do we do this to
I know,
ourselves?
what are we doing?
And why do we do this to ourselves during football season?
Right.
Uh, I don't get it. I'll never understand. Even if I was part of the problem of to this day.
You were the original problem, to be
I,
honest.
yeah. Well, I just couldn't do it earlier.
Yeah,
And
it's all good.
I was gonna be able to swing yesterday, but then I ended up not being able to do yesterday either. But everybody said they could do today, so
Is what it is.
yeah, I guess I need to switch to the right fucking league up here on my screen because I'm looking at the wrong one. All right, yeah, cool.
Well, what's up, shitheads? Well, you're the only shithead in here right now.
Yeah,
So
singular.
yeah. Got done with week number 1 for fantasy football.
Man, what a week number one.
Yeah, it was pretty intense here.
Kind of. Actually, I need to switch back to week one on this.
Would you get your shit together?
Dude, I don't have it together at all, actually.
I'm going to pull up the week recap for those of you watching at home. So we'll start out just since my game's at the top, but I knocked off G-Rob with a close one, 139.96 to 137.98. And that game actually got pretty intense because when the Monday night game actually ended, it had originally said that G-Rob won, and then it changed it to me. And the reason why it did that was so I had DJ Moore, and he's got Rome Odunze on the last play of the game. They threw it to Odunze. He caught it, lateral to Moore. Moore ran for some more yards, tried to lateral it, lost the ball. And
what an idiot.
Yeah. So he got a lost fumble. Well, they originally gave all the yards to Odunze, so they had to swap it to where they gave, I think it was 8 yards to Odunze and 13 to Moore. So that 1.3 given back to me instead of taken away from him was a pretty big swing. So
yeah,
that one got pretty nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. I didn't realize Tyler had 178 fucking points on his team this week.
Yeah, Tyler's team went off. Beat the crap out of old Willie Raw Dog.
Yeah, well.
I mean, Josh Allen with 38.76 helps. I mean, Tyler started a running back that had 1.5, and he still put up 178. Yeah, so
that's, dude. You know what, man? I didn't know that. That looks bad when you start a running back that only does 1.5. Yeah. But then you still end up winning. I mean, by a bazillion points.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So good win for him.
Yeah.
And then Hayden, honestly, kind of a surprise with his team scoring 152. I know he was, I think, originally projected 147, but I don't know. I just didn't think his team would get that high, but he did. Beat Jed 152.32 to 117.74. Sweet Pea knocked off Grant Collins 132 to 120. And then Chase knocked off you, Trey, 138 to 80. You want to talk about that?
Only so much as to just say that like my team is probably the worst team in the league this year, and I don't know that that's ever going to be something to. I don't know how to fix that. I'm at this point. I'm hoping Chase wins again this year so we can just reset the league.
He's got to win 3 in a row. He's only won 1.
I thought he won 2 in a row.
No, because he won this past year. I won the year before that, and then he won the year before that one.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah. Me winning after trading Josh Allen and Devontae Adams is what I mean. If I didn't win that one, we probably would have had a league reset now.
Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you just
Over here saying somebody's got a huge dong.
What is it?
Tyler said, "I bet he's got a huge dong too."
Man, fuck him for not being here, loser.
So there's one. Let's take a look at the top performers of the week.
Yeah.
Backs were, that's projections. Oh, come on. There we go.
Of the week.
Josh Allen was QB1 with
Of course.
almost 39. Justin Fields coming in at QB2 with his 2 rushing touchdowns.
Not expected.
Yeah, well, and then Danny Dimes at number 3.
Also,
Daniel Jones.
Unexpected.
Uh-huh.
Danny Dimes won't fucking last. Like that
no.
Right isn't.
I mean, he's literally the first quarterback in, 50 years to lead their team to score on every single drive of their game.
Yeah. Yeah, that won't. I mean, I will say. I guess I'll say this. That could, I guess that stat right there that you just said probably won't be something that happens all the time. But they could actually somehow manage to be a good team with him on there. Although I don't think that's going to happen.
No, they played Miami, so not put much stock into that. Lamar was QB4 and Justin Herbert QB5.
Yeah. Speaking of, absolutely loved seeing the fucking Kansas City Chiefs lose their
yeah,
that team.
That was a good game that the Chargers ended up pulling out.
Yeah, it was. It was a good game. I did watch that one. And I was thrilled with the result.
Needless to say, you're a Chiefs hater then, right?
I fucking can't stand them.
That's for you, Hayden.
It probably wouldn't be so bad if like every single. This was the cool thing about it because it was on YouTube. It was just a couple of announcers who I'm not sure who they were, and they weren't fucking Chris Collinsworth and Tony Romo fucking choking on Mahomes' hog the whole entire game. I mean, look at this guy. Just look. Here's a guy. Blah, blah, blah. I can't stand that, man. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, it's shamefully Collinsworth is. I guess his whole entire career was at the Bengals. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know he's considered a Bengal. And it's just like, dude, you're an embarrassment to this organization's history.
Well, let's just take a look here. Pro Football Reference. He played in 107 games, all for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, but he's pretty much betraying us as an announcer.
He's trying to be, unbiased, partial.
No, he's absolutely biased and partial. The same way most of those guys seem like they are. Nick Wright, another one. You know what? We'll not even talk about any of those guys because they don't matter. They're not part of our league.
Yep. Let's go into the performers some more. Yes. Running backs. My boy King Henry leading the way.
Yeah.
29 points, 170 yards.
He's like breaking the old running back like trope, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, have you seen how he works out? He should.
I've seen videos, and I've heard about how much money he spends, I guess, on his body in the off season, or I guess all year round.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably, yeah. So,
yeah. Bijan Robinson was RB2 this week and only had 24 yards on the ground.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's 6 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown receiving. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey, RB3. James Cook, RB4. And Javonte Williams, RB5 with his 2 rushing touchdowns.
I also think the Cook is James Cook is a crazy one because I've not. I mean, of course, this is where I guess you could say, man, it's week 1 and weird things happen in week 1.
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah,
He had 13 for 44 and a touchdown, and then 5 catches for 58 yards. But I mean, Christian McCaffrey's the same way. He had 22 carries for 69 yards, so barely hit 3 yards a carry, but then had 9 catches for 73 yards.
yeah, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
9 catches will do it.
Yep. Then receivers, Zay Flowers leading the way is wide receiver 1. Keon Coleman 2, Quentin Johnston 3 with his 2 touchdowns, Emeka Egbuka 4 with his 2 touchdowns, and then Puka Nakua was 5 with 10 for 130.
Crazy. Do you think that Quentin Johnson, is this a fluke? Because all he's done his whole entire career seemingly has been drop balls. And
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the norm because
him going off in the game like that.
yeah, I feel like Kansas City had some injuries in the back end of their secondary, so
No idea.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's going to be a normal stat line.
Yeah.
I mean, he only had 5 for 79.
Yeah.
But it's just the 2 touchdowns on top of it.
But it's the fact that he didn't. I don't think he dropped anything.
He did have 2 targets that he did not catch, but
Yeah.
they may not have been drops.
I don't remember enough about the game. Me and Tyler have argued about this before about targets, about how kind of sometimes it's not a great stat to look at.
Misleading to an extent.
Yeah, because like I just recently saw a video about Malik Neighbors' targets on his game, and a lot of those balls, man, they weren't even catchable. They still count as targets, but there's just no way you were going to get that ball.
Yeah.
And I think I could be wrong about this. I don't actually know, but I'm assuming if they throw it away in your direction, like if you look like you're the targeted receiver, but they're throwing that ball away, that probably also counts as a target.
I don't think those count.
Do those not count? That would be good because those don't really. I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but
yeah, like for instance, in that Kansas City Chargers game, Mahomes threw 39 passes, but only 38 targets were registered.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if they.
Yeah. No, I think that there's a way that they can stat that's not a target.
Okay, good. I didn't.
Now, if it's just thrown in the dirt at somebody, like for instance, if they're trying to run a screen and somebody's there and they dirt it in front of them, that's a target.
Right.
Unfortunately, but
it's a bad target. It's like well, yeah, he had 15 targets. Well, but how many of those were actually catchable balls?
Right.
And not just dog shit throws.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, tight ends.
Tight ends. Yeah. Number 1 tight end was a interesting one. Juwan Johnson. I think that's his name, isn't it? Yeah. Tight end for the Saints. 8 catches for 76 yards.
Yeah. Who saw that coming?
Well, I mean, when Spencer Rattler had to throw it 46 times, you know, I think so. He got 11 targets. I think Olave had 13 targets.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nuts. Tyler Warren, a rookie for the Colts, second. Brock Bowers, third. Harold Fannin, fourth.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And Sam Laporta, fifth. So was I think a better than normal week for tight ends.
Yeah.
Had a lot of people with double-digit points. We normally don't have that many. I mean, the Raiders had Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers get over 10. Well, Mayer was like right at 10, I think. But
I didn't know that.
He had 4 for 38, so he had 9.8, so essentially 10.
Lots of youth, Tyler says.
Yeah, it was lots of youth. So, yeah, that was a good week 1.
Yeah.
Now we can look at week number 2. So I've got the matchup of Wendell which we've already had a couple people play.
Yeah.
I'm currently down by 5 points, but I'm projected to win by 40.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a thing with Wendell. His bench is not deep,
Right.
so plays in my favor a little bit, I guess. Tyler and Hayden play. That's going to be a really good matchup. It's projected to be 7 points difference between the two. Both of them 2-0, so should be a good matchup there. Sweet Pea and G Rob projected 139.9 to 139.31.
Very close.
Yeah,
Very close.
can't get much closer than that. And the thing that sucks now for Sweet Pea, he actually played Jaden Reed, who didn't. Did he play at start in that game, but then
Yeah.
broke his collarbone? I think
He had a nice catch and broke his collarbone on the catch.
but they actually ruled it incomplete.
Did they rule it incomplete?
Yeah,
Fuck. Well, all for nothing, I guess.
yeah. So he got him a big old goose egg there. So I think that's part of the reason why that game's supposed to be so close. Trey, you're playing Jed, and
Already
Jed got off to a hot
play-
start. Tucker Craft with 27.4, and then you played Austin Eckler, who is now out for the year with a torn Achilles.
Yep. Which, I mean, to be fair, he probably wasn't going to do much more than what he did.
Yeah.
But now he tore his Achilles and is out for the fucking season. So
Hopefully that'll help my boy Bill.
yeah, I got Bill in another league. So yeah, I guess that's what we're hoping for.
Yep. And then Chase is playing Grant Collins. Chase off to a pretty good start with 37.1 with Jaden Daniels and Debo.
Yeah. Career over for Austin Eckler. I would say most likely, right? I mean, he's old, an Achilles tear for a running back.
Yeah, you got to think that it is. I mean, that stuff's hard to come back from anyway. And then he's already, 32?
Yeah, I think so. He's 30. Yeah, he's somewhere around there.
Oh, he's just 30, but still.
I mean, still.
Yeah, and he's set to be a free agent after this year. So yeah, that doesn't bode well for him.
Mm-mm. No, that's probably the end.
Garbage time Chase.
Yeah, I think he's just making fun of Chase.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So yeah, that's what we got going on next week. No. He said no.
No, what?
I don't know. He just said no.
I need some.
Or did Jaden Daniels and Debo get a lot of those points in garbage time?
His players
Yeah.
didn't do a thing until the 4th. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Washington didn't really have much going on until the fourth quarter Thursday night. All right. Let's see here. Let's go over the league transactions. So we had a couple waiver claims posted. Kayshon Boutte was the big target. 2 bids. Jed bid 25, but Tyler went big and bid $66 for him and got him. G Rob picked up Juwan Johnson for $50, but nobody else bidding on him.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Then Jed got Daniel Jones and dropped Trevor Lawrence.
Understandable.
Yeah. Then we had a couple moves after that with Grant Collins. He picked up Jake Tongs from San Francisco, tight end, since George Kittle's out, and dropped Shador. Then he picked up Geno Smith and dropped Anthony Richardson. Then he picked up Trevor Lawrence and dropped Geno Smith.
Huh. Okay.
So picked up Trevor Lawrence. Is he playing him? Yeah, he's actually starting him over Jared Goff this week.
Against the Bengals, I'm not sure that's an idea. Who does
Chicago. That's a tough one. Detroit looked terrible last week on offense.
Yeah. Yeah, Detroit or Chicago's defense is not horrible.
No.
We watched about half of that game at the bar in Nashville this week.
Yeah.
They were doing pretty good, and then we left, and then all of a sudden they were down like 10 points.
Yep.
And then they weren't doing good anymore. Ended up on losing by what, 4?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 20, or it was 3. It was 27-24.
Yeah.
Then we had a couple trades. I made a trade yesterday with Grant. I traded DJ Moore and a 28 first-round pick for Zach Charbonnet and a 26 first-round pick, and the 26 first-round pick is actually mine.
Yeah.
From a previous trade we had. So now I have 2 firsts, but it's mine and Chase's.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah. So should be back end of first-round picks, but if there's somebody up in the front, then I should be able to come back up and get them, hopefully. And then a couple hours ago, Tyler and Hayden made a trade where Tyler traded Ollie Gordon and a 4th for next year's 2nd.
Yeah.
So got some value out of him, which I think he picked up Ollie Gordon off of waivers, so got value out of him for nothing pretty much.
That's what he was talking about earlier when we were texting, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And in corresponding move, Tyler picked up Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
And then Hayden dropped Adonai Mitchell. So there's the league transactions for the week.
Moves.
All right. Let's get into some of these injuries, see how you feel about them. So first for San Francisco, they're going to be out Brock Purdy and George Kittle. So they're going to start Mac Jones at quarterback.
Yeah, fucking San Francisco dropping all the way to the bottom of the what are they, NFC West? Yeah, they're fucking the ass. Mac Jones, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, I just don't.
Yes, this is, I think, good probably for Christian McCaffrey if he can stay healthy, because Mac Jones can't throw for shit.
Well, he's probably going to be dumping it off to him all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, McCaffrey's probably going to have a bunch of targets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is going to be great for McCaffrey. Or if McCaffrey's calf injury lingers, it's good for, hopefully, Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to see people get injured, but sometimes it happens.
Well, I'm interested to see, too, if Garindo steps in or if it's Robinson. Which one's it going to be if McCaffrey goes down?
Yeah, because Garindo's already been there and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yep. Oh, Tyler wanted me to talk about players on trade block, too. So
we don't care.
Hayden put Dylan Sampson on the trade block, rookie running back from Cleveland, and then Colston Loveland, the rookie tight end from Chicago. And then Jed put Zach Ertz on the trade block, coming off his 21.4 point outage on Thursday night. He's got a touchdown in each of his first 2 games. So a couple players on the trade block if you're interested in going and trying to acquire them.
Yeah, I do think Brian Robinson and Pearsall, I think they hang out on the regular.
I mean, I'd hope so. They're both got bullet holes they can show off to each other.
Yeah, you're part of an elite club that so few are a part of.
Yep.
Like you're in the same club as 50 Cent.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although 50 Cent might be like a platinum member of that club, considering the amount of times that he got shot versus Robinson and Pearsall, but
that's fair.
But yeah, I would say that their lockers are very close to each other. If I had to guess.
Probably right beside each other.
Yeah. Do you think they have like if they know? Do you think they have like the gun logo tattooed like next to the bullet wounds?
Like get a gun there just to show the whole.
Yeah, I had
what happened.
A buddy that shot himself in the arm on accident, and the bullet went in like here, and then exited here, like wrapped around his, arm there, that bone.
Yeah,
and he got the Glock logo and serial number tattooed in between the wounds. Which is hilarious because it's like, well, you're an idiot, but that's cool that you did that.
Yeah, he is.
He made. All right,
Yeah.
next.
All right, where were we going? What are we doing here? Okay, so Brock Bowers. He has not practiced this week until today. They play
Oh,
on Monday night. But they said he should be good to go. But that's going to be interesting to see how good he is.
yeah.
And if they try to, do they limit him on a snap count
Yeah, what
and play
happened?
Mayer more? Bowers, I think he sprained his PCL or something. He got hit in the knee.
Yeah.
It didn't look great, but
I bet I bet they like put him on snap count or something. I would, I think.
yeah,
Um, I mean, at least that's what I think I would do.
who knows? Let's see. Malik Neighbors, I believe he popped up on the injury report.
Mm. Did not know that he was dealing with something at the beginning of the season, right? He had
Yeah, he's got a back,
yeah.
but it looks like actually he's now off of it entirely, so he should be good to go.
Well, shit, fire him up, put him in your lineups. You're not gonna not start him with him getting however many targets.
Yeah, he got 12 last game. Now, and so here's your target thing. He only got
Yeah,
he had 5 catches on 12 targets.
yeah, because like maybe probably at least 5 of those other targets were trash and uncatchable.
Right.
I did see one. I think that it looked like it might have either been swatted away or he just kind of missed it. I
Yeah.
can't. I did lose focus watching that video because I don't give a shit about the Giants, and so I didn't pay attention to all of them. But
And let's see here. Drake London, who we were talking about earlier. It looks like he is good to go, but that's something to watch for him also.
who is it?
Drake London.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fuck, that's what I need. Another person on my team to be going down. What does it say? Good to go. Shoulder.
Hopefully he is good to go because you need all the help you can get.
Yeah. I'm like we were talking about earlier. I'm last year I think was a fluke that I was able to do what I did, and kind of wish I didn't. Totally tanked, but here we are.
Yep, I gotcha. Let's see. Dallas Goedert has been ruled out
Oh,
for the Eagles.
they're gonna start Tank Bigsby in his place, right?
Tight end.
So they traded him for?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had
Knee sprain
in a
while
league.
he's out. So Grant Calcaterra is going to be the starter. Now he got 7 catches on 7 targets for 44 yards. So that's going to merit the question against Kansas City. Does the backup tight end get those targets, or do they actually try to work in AJ Brown? I think you've got to give it to AJ Brown, but
well, that's what you think, but they didn't do that at all the other night. So
right.
But Dallas looks pretty good.
Yeah, now Brian Branch is out for their defense, so that's going to hurt. But they still got Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
So.
Dallas didn't look. I thought Dallas as a whole looked very surprising. But then talking about that, and I was also like, well, last year the first 3 games of the season, the Saints scored like 40 points in all of them, and it was insane. We were like, oh my god, are the Saints going to win the Super Bowl? And then they sucked ass the rest of the season. So.
What Chase would say, that's the Derek Carr effect.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah, and then the other person I had written down was James Cook. He popped up with a hamstring injury, but it looks like he went full practice last couple of days and is off the report, good to go, no designation. So
hamstring injuries are terrible, and I almost always avoid people if they have a hamstring injury. Like if they have some sort of hamstring injury leading up to the season, like, nope, I don't want them. That's going to linger. It's never going to be really right, and I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yep. So is that maybe a preview of your sit of the week there?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so. No.
you haven't picked it yet?
No, I picked my sit. I texted you guys the other day my sit of the week. It's a bold one.
I must have missed that text message.
Maybe.
So, all right, well, let's go right into it then. Starts and sits of the week, and for those of you that are new, we should have done this last week, but we didn't because we're slackers. But for our starts and sits, what we do is for somebody that we want to label as a start of the week, they've got to be outside of the top 20 at their position, based off their projected point total for the week. And they got to finish with more than 24 points for a quarterback, 18 points for a running back or wide receiver, or 16 points for a tight end. And then the sits need to be inside the top 20 at their position, and then finish with less than half of those points we just used for the start. So 12 points for quarterback, 9 points for running back receiver, 8 points for a tight end. So, Trey, who's your start of the week?
Start of the week. He's back on his own team. He fucking went off last week. He's playing against the Raiders. It's Keenan Allen.
Going with your boy that you got in your starting lineup, right?
Yeah. I hope some of it is good luck. Other is like that's a good like they looked pretty good in that game the other day. So
yeah.
They continue that trend. I mean, they've already him and what's his face already played together for a little while too. So
Herbert.
Yeah. So that's good.
7 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown on 10 targets, and only played 62% of the snaps. So that also bodes well when he gets 10 targets on only 62% of the snaps.
Yeah. They and I think didn't we talk about it? They threw a lot that game.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody kind of thought they were going to run a little bit more. So,
yeah, let's see. I think Herbert threw 35 passes that game. Let's see here. Pulling it up. Hold, please. 34. Herbert was 25 of 34 passing. So essentially, Keenan Allen almost got a third of your targets.
Yeah.
Which, of the 34 targets, 10 went to Allen, 9 went to McConkey, and 7 went to Johnston. So 26 of your 34 targets went to 3 guys.
Yeah.
That does bode well for those 3.
Right. Yeah. So that's who I'm firing up for my start. I could be wrong. He might not actually make the threshold that we need, but I think he'll have a good game at the very least.
Yeah, well, I'm going on those same lines of somebody that barely made it last week, and hopefully that they can do it again. But I'm going Travis Etienne.
Okay.
16 carries, 143 yards, 3 catches, 13 yards. I know it was against Carolina, but now that they've traded Tank Bigsby, which they played all 4 backs last week, so now that they've only got 3, even though they called up Schrader, whatever his name is. But I mean, based off of that, he got 61% of the snaps. I mean, you would think after that performance that they would try to give him more.
Yeah.
So look for him to continue, because I feel like that game against the Bengals could turn into a shootout.
Yeah. I hope not, because I want the Bengals to win all the games. But
yeah,
I mean, not that a shootout it's not a guaranteed loss, but yeah.
All right. Do you want to pick one of the starts that Tyler gave?
I'll look. Yeah, I'll see what.
So we're only picking one total. Tyler actually sent us 4 when we asked for his, so we could talk about it. But
so I'm gonna pick, because Tyler picked one of mine. Tyler picked one of my sit. Are we doing starts?
Yeah, still pick one of the starts.
I'm gonna pick. I'm pretty sure he picked Strange, the guy from the tight end from Jacksonville. I can't think of his first name.
Brenton.
Yes, I was gonna say Brandon, but yeah, that sounds right.
4 catches on 4 targets for 59 yards last week.
Yeah, and he has Cincinnati this week, whose defense has been questionable.
Yeah.
I don't need to say anything else.
Well, you got to hope that they try to take away Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, and then that leaves Strange open
Yeah.
when you're going with that, right? So, sits of the week. Who you got?
I'm going with Lamar Jackson against the Browns.
Okay.
Um,
Browns did look really good against the Bengals last week, held on only 7 yards
Browns,
in the second half.
yeah, that's fucking insane. Of course, the Bengals are always bad in the first game, and usually the first month of the season they're just like not that great. But 3 sacks in a row is pretty good. And they hadn't allowed, I was pretty sure about this when I texted you guys, they hadn't allowed a sack up until that point, and then they allowed 3 in a row,
Yeah.
which is sad and pathetic, really. But, I mean, Cleveland's defense is just good. So I'm going to go, and it's a divisional game,
Yep.
and they're always pretty tough. So I'm going sit Lamar.
All right. I'm going to sit Malik Neighbors
Okay.
because you saw what Diggs did against AJ Brown last week.
Yeah.
Shut him down.
Yeah.
So you got to think that Diggs is going to follow Neighbors. Now that's going to open up, whoever wide receiver 2 is going to be for New York because Deron Bland's out. But I feel like Malik Neighbors is going to get the Diggs follow.
Yeah.
And potentially shut down.
I like it.
Yep.
And
then pick one of Tyler's sits.
Lamar
was the common one there.
Lamar was the common one. I'm gonna pick Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I don't know his reasoning for this or why, but that's the one that I'm. He said to pick one, and so that's who I'm picking.
Well, I think part of it has to do with the fact that Detroit struggled last week.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra only had 6 targets and it had 4 catches for 45 yards. And then they're playing Chicago, whose defense is not horrible.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the reason it was just that Detroit looked terrible and they're playing a defense that's decently good.
Yeah. They're playing. Who did they have this week? They got Chicago. They had
Chicago, yeah.
Detroit had Green Bay last week, right?
Yep.
Tyler said this earlier. Green Bay's defense is looking really good.
Well, trading for Micah Parsons really helps.
Yeah. Yeah. They were looking pretty good against Washington the other night before I went to sleep also.
And the other thing too, so Minnesota only threw for 134 yards against Chicago on Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I think those are some good picks.
Yeah, so that's Minnesota 254 total yards, 134 passing. So yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with it there. And then we don't know what Chase's starts and sits are because we thought he was going to get on, but unfortunately he has not.
Chase is getting. I said earlier that we were going to do all 0-2 or 2-0 for last week because we didn't even do this. But for Chase bailing on us and not making it, he's going to get a fucking 0-2 this week. So Chase is going to be 2 after this, regardless of what happens.
He'll try to give himself a half point somehow.
He can eat a dick. We're not going to let him do that.
Fuck you, Chase.
This is what you get for helping with your sister's wedding. No one.
Nah, he's got to help out.
No. You've had all day. It's a weekend. What have you been doing today? Playing basketball?
0 for 15.
Yeah. Trash.
All right. Last thing that I had. What NFL game are you most looking forward to this week from a fantasy perspective?
Let's look at the fucking games because I haven't really looked at them. I bet the Jets and the Buffalo game is good.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
I don't think necessarily this is a fantasy is a fantasy thing, but Philadelphia and Kansas City, that's an exciting game.
Just because that should be a good game overall, yeah.
Well, just a Super Bowl rematch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really care about those games. No.
Well, you mentioned it when you talked about Lamar being your sit, but the Cleveland Baltimore game is going to be interesting because Baltimore's an 11.5 point favorite at home. Over under is 44.5, and Cleveland's defense played really well against Burrow last week and only had 33 total points between the two. Because wasn't it 17-16, I think, was the final?
Yes. I think
so. Yeah, so that game is going to be, from a fantasy perspective, big. Mainly for me because I have Lamar and Derrick Henry. But you got Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews. You got big fantasy players that are playing for the Ravens that had big weeks last week.
How
are they going to do against Cleveland?
Yeah, they pretty much locked up Chase and Higgins.
Yeah,
really do much of anything. So yeah, I mean I don't think anybody would say that Zay Flowers is as good as either of those two guys. Although I wouldn't say that he's not good.
Yeah, he's good, just not on their level.
Yeah. But yeah, I like those games, and I mean also, man, the Jacksonville Cincinnati game, if that's a shootout like everybody kind of thinks it's going to be, that'll be a good one. That'll be an exciting one to see.
That game has the highest over/under line of any game this week at 48.5.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so there's 3 games I think that could be pretty well. Yep. 4 games, I guess, technically, including the Cleveland Baltimore one you were talking about. That could be pretty cool.
Yep.
Games pretty exciting.
Yeah. So good matchups this week. We'll see what happens with them.
Yeah.
And then 2 games on Monday night: Tampa Bay at Houston and the Chargers at the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the Tampa Bay Houston game. The Chargers Raiders game could be it could be honestly it could kind of be ugly. Could be a blowout.
Hey, it's in the toilet bowl in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else to talk about here?
I don't. Aside from looking and seeing that Jordan Mason is ahead of Aaron Jones on the depth chart on this Game Center thing here. No,
that helped you.
I don't really have anything. I don't know if it's a depth chart rather, but I guess it kind of is.
A death chart or a depth chart?
Depth.
Had to make sure there.
Yeah, not depth chart. They don't put that stuff up here. No, man, yeah. I don't have anything else, man. I'm informationed out.
Yep. And it's past your bedtime.
Way past. I should have been in bed 20 minutes ago. Wait.
All right, man. Well, we'll try to get back on the normal routine here.
I hope we can. Hope we can do it.
We'll get back in on Wednesday. We can cover the whole week and see what we got.
Hell yeah. All right, man.
All right. See you, shithead.